Hello YouTubers, and welcome to RegenerATE. This is the second episode of our Cooking with RegenerATE, and today I'm in Myrtle Beach with a family vacation, and I'm going to be preparing a Chicken Roscato Fettuccine. It is going to be partially gluten-free. The only part that's going to have any gluten containing is anybody that just wants regular fettuccine. But for the main, I'm going to be making a gluten-free Chicken Roscato Fettuccine. Now the first things you're going to need is chicken, olive oil, liquid smoke, salt and pepper, oregano, baby bell mushrooms chopped, garlic minced, natural bacon bits, chopped yellow onions. For anybody that needs gluten-free, brown rice pasta, or just regular fettuccine, chicken broth. Make sure if you're gluten-free that you get gluten-free chicken broth, ground mustard, Roscato. Alright, and the first part is we're going to marinate the chicken. Alright, so with the chicken, I'm cooking for a big family today. So I've got more than 10 pieces in here, so you may have to cut back if you're just cooking for a smaller group. But I'm going to be cooking for 11. Alright, so start with the olive oil. I am going to start with a cup. Maybe a little bit less than a cup. Just a small portion of liquid smoke. And that's oregano, that is 1 teaspoon and 2 teaspoons oregano. Small handful of salt, and some pepper. I need to mix that up. I'm going to use my hands. Make sure you got good mixing up. You're going to have to end up rubbing the chicken too. Get all the nice flavors in there. By the way, the big group I'm cooking for is watching me right now for the first time. I'm wondering what their thoughts are. One can only imagine. I'm sure they're thinking, does he know what he's actually doing over there? Yes. Alright, click the record button. Okay, so now that we have the chicken marinating in the fridge for a minute, we're going to go ahead and start on our Roscato sauce. So, first thing you're going to need is a pot. That's big enough to hold all the sauce. Let's go ahead and turn eye on to medium. On to medium, and start with our chicken broth. So we're going to want to start with a cup of broth, a cup of olive oil, maybe half cup. No, cup. Cooking for a bigger group. That's right. Roscato. Oh, not on camera. You gotta be kidding me. There we go. Note to self, edit that part out. Alright. And a cup of Roscato. And a second cup. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stir that up, get it mixed up while it's trying to heat up. And we're going to go ahead and turn that up a little bit higher to go ahead and get it to start to boil a little bit. And want to add a little garlic in there. Add our mushrooms. A bit more. And our bacon. Give it a little bit of that saltiness. Okay. That's mixed up. And let that come to a boil. So once you see it bubbling up, you want to make sure that you stir it up. Don't want anything to burn at the bottom or to push out at the top. Okay, so now that we got to a nice boiling, continue on with one important ingredient I've left out, which is the flour to help thicken the sauce. Now I am using an all-purpose gluten-free flour, and then right in with your flour you can put just a tad bit of the ground mustard, because you don't want a lot of mustard because then it takes over the flavor. This will help give it its thickness. Once you get that stirred in, then we'll continue. Okay. Once you got that mixed in, you want to turn that eye down because you don't want it to burn. Turn it down to 3. Make sure you continue to mix it up. Make sure all that flour gets in there. Let's see how it's got that nice creamy thick look. It's kind of how you want it. Okay, now that we have it all mixed in, heat's turned down, we are going to let that sit on 2. You don't want it to burn. And then continue to stir it so it does not burn on the bottom. Okay, so once that's good and getting hot with the sauce, if you seem like it's still boiling a little bit too much, go ahead and turn it down to low, and we're going to go ahead and start on cooking up the chicken. Got my eye set on 6. Let it heat up. I've also got 2 pots of water prepping for the boil for the fettuccine. Once the eye is heated up enough, we're going to put our chicken down. Okay, so now our eye's heated up enough. Take some olive oil. You can put it on a cloth or a paper towel. You don't want to put too much olive oil up there because the chicken already has enough. Enough where you can put some onions and some garlic down. Garlic. And handful of onions. That spread it out, heat up. Chicken's going to sit right on top of that. Starting to sizzle. Let's go ahead and put some chicken up there. And let that cook. Put the lid on so that the chicken can get nice and tender. Alright, so now I've given that a good 3-4 minutes. Let's take the lid off. Flip it over. let that side cook. While that's doing that, we've got our water boiling perfectly over here. And whenever I do pasta, just put a dash of olive oil or butter in the water to keep the pasta from sticking to each other. Noodles down in there, make sure they can boil. Remember, if you're cooking for gluten-free, no cross-contamination. Let this boil. Alright, so let's check on our chicken. And just so you know, I have turned off the eye for the sauce because we don't want to overcook it. We're going to check on our chicken. Put it back over and cut into it to see how it's cooking. Looks like it's getting nice and tender. I'll let that sit there for just a few minutes longer, just to make sure that everything is cooked. Don't need food poisoning. We've got our noodles boiling. I did put those on for 10 minutes. It's got 6 minutes left. We've got our sauce. And once the chicken is good and cooked, gotta put it on a plate. We're gonna see how it tastes. Alright, so now we have our plate of Chicken Roscato Fettuccine, and we are going to try a bite. My gluten-free volunteer was kind of camera shy. Very good. Alright, so that is a successful Chicken Roscato Marsala, gluten-free or non-gluten-free. And do subscribe, and do come back for more episodes of our Cooking with RegenerATE as well as our game reviews. In the meantime, stay hungry and game on.